All right, today we are talking about something that is making huge waves in the creative world. It's got a pretty funny name, but what it can do is absolutely mind-blowing. Let's get right into it and talk about Nano Banana. Okay, I want you to just imagine this for a second. You come up with a cartoon character in your head, and instead of just getting a flat picture, you get this, something that looks like a real, physical, handmade figurine. All you did was describe it. And look at that, it's perfect from every single angle. The front, the side, the back, it's all completely consistent. This is the kind of thing that a master sculptor would spend weeks on. So the first thing that pops into your head is, how? I mean, seriously, how is that even possible? How can an AI understand something as subtle as a handmade look and then keep it perfectly consistent from every angle? Well, that's the big question, and that's exactly what we're going to unpack right now. Okay, so first things first, let's be clear about what we're actually talking about here. This isn't just some random new app you download. No, this is a major leap forward in technology. And it all started with a simple nickname that its community came up with. So here it is, Nano Banana. Yeah, that's the fun, catchy name the community gave it. Its official, more corporate title is Google's Gemini 2.5 Flash image. But honestly, Nano Banana just fits so perfectly. Nano because it's incredibly lightweight and fast, and banana because, well, what you can do with it is just bananas. It's that simple. And look, this isn't just marketing hype. This is the real deal. What makes this model so important is that it solves some of the biggest, most annoying problems we've had with AI image generation for years. Like semantic consistency, that's just a fancy way of saying it can actually keep a character looking like the exact same character from one image to the next. And precise control, that means you can tell the AI, hey, change this one little thing, and it actually does it. It listens. All right, so let's pop the hood and see what's really going on in there. What are the specific superpowers that make this thing tick? So there are a few core breakthroughs here. First, that character consistency we talked about. This is a huge deal. It means your character looks the same every time. It's like having an artist who has a photographic memory. Then there's world knowledge. This is basically the AI's common sense. It knows that gravity exists, that water is wet. It makes the scenes it creates actually believable. Interleave generation is super cool. It means you can have a back and forth conversation with it, using both text and pictures to give it instructions. And maybe the most amazing part, the lightweight design. All of this incredible power doesn't need a giant supercomputer. It's efficient. And what this all adds up to is a fundamental shift in how we create things. You know, think about a tool like Photoshop. You're in there pushing pixels around, working manually. If you want to make someone smile, you're literally warping the image bit by bit. With Nano Banana, you just talk to it. You say, make them look happier. And that nightmare of trying to keep things consistent across multiple images, gone. It's just automated. Your whole process changes from a technical, complicated workflow to a simple, creative conversation. Now, I know what you might be thinking. This all sounds super advanced, maybe a little intimidating. But here's the best part. It's actually designed to be accessible. This isn't just for some PhD in an AI lab. There is a clear, straightforward path for anyone to get really, really good at this. The learning path is really just 3 simple stages. At the beginner level, you're just getting the hang of basic text prompts, telling it what to make. Once you've got that down, you move to intermediate, where you start using reference images along with your text. That gives you way more control. And then at the advanced level, you're building your own custom workflows for really specific things, like product shots for an e-commerce store. It's a journey that really builds your creative skills one step at a time. And the cool thing is, you can start this journey like right now. If you want to play around with it, you can jump into Google's AI Studio. And the community's already on it. There are tools like the DeepSider plugin that make getting started even easier. Okay, so this is way more than just a cool toy for artists to mess around with. Let's talk about the real-world impact this is having right now in actual industries. Let's just take e-commerce, for example. There's this one platform, they started using Nano Banana for their product photos. The result? They cut their production costs by a whopping 70%. 70! But get this. The time it took to create a whole product catalog went from weeks of work down to just a few hours. That's not just an improvement, that's a total game changer. And it's not just e-commerce. The applications are everywhere. You've got creative designers who can now visualize ideas in minutes, not days. Education companies are making custom illustrations for their courses 3 times faster.
Even big corporations are using it to turn boring 2D architectural plans into these amazing 3D visuals that a client can actually understand.
So when you have this much power and it's this easy to use, the whole conversation changes. It's not about what can the tool do anymore. The question becomes, what are we going to do with it? We're basically looking at a completely new horizon for creativity. And believe me, this is just the beginning. Right now, in 2025, it's all about making the image quality as perfect as possible. But pretty soon, you can expect to see the stuff built right into your phone. And after that, the next logical steps are video and even fully interactive 3D models. It's coming. So here's the main takeaway, the most important thing to understand. We have to stop thinking about this as just another app, another tool like Photoshop. It's way more fundamental than that. What this is becoming is a new kind of infrastructure for creativity. It's the foundation that whole new ways of working, new businesses, and even new kinds of art are going to be built on. And that really brings us to the final question, and it's the most important one. What this technology does is it pretty much vaporizes the barrier between an idea in your head and a finished creation. The technical skill part is just gone. So now that the power to create literally anything you can imagine is right there at your fingertips, what story are you going to tell?